We are we are in the beginning stages, and my guy's brother is farther along, but still in, I would say, the beginning, middle stages. You can't do this alone. You need support and you need help. Just prior to last March, my mother, who did not have Alzheimer's but was ill, and we started with her. We were very blessed and very lucky because we were able to have help 24/7. It made all the difference in the world. But you, as the primary individual who loves the patient, are still completely exhausted. So support, you can't go it alone. You just can't do it. Obviously, as it progresses, it gets worse. In other words, you need more help. We're not at that stage now, but we know it's coming. Caregivers, it's a heartbreaking situation for so many reasons. You're watching someone you love slip away and lose themselves, and require someone who's been totally independent, who's always done things for themselves, and been a great companion, suddenly isn't there anymore. I think about the numbers of individuals who are going to be diagnosed with this illness. And I just, for every person who gets it, there's at least one caregiver. And probably, if that caregiver is lucky, probably more than one. How you support them, how do you get everything done in a day? Simple things like doing laundry, taking care of the home, getting out to get food, and then preparing food is not so much of a problem, but making sure that everything gets done for the comfort of the individual and to maintain the home. And to do it as cheerfully and happily as possible. Gail is phenomenal at that. She has the most marvelous attitude. She is what I aspire to. She's just an amazing individual, and she's been a huge support. I would say Gail has urged me to keep my job, and which I love. In other words, so that I have some other focus, which is very important. What do I do for myself? This is very tricky right at the moment, because even though I've been encouraged to keep my job, which I really love, I'm finding it more and more difficult to do that. It depends on where you are in what you need to do for any individual. And I know that what is coming for me is that the only thing I can change is that I don't have to work. Now, I realize that I need to do things for myself. I'm going to have to get more focused on exercising, on making sure that I take care of myself in order to be able to be there for the people who need me. What you need to do on a daily basis, I'm realizing, is that you must do things for yourself. You must take time for yourself. Exercise is tremendously important. Obviously, eating well is important, but you need to be in contact with friends. You need to make sure that you have outside sources of stimulation and interest, just as the people that you're caring for need them. You need that emotional outlet. It becomes a huge source of support. As far as other advice goes, what I've said to Gail is that I feel like I'm too new on this road to really have advice. Gail has been a huge support to me. My reading has been a huge support. She's recommended, doctors have recommended, and I find you can read just so much because it's sad and it's depressing. You need the knowledge. Knowledge is really important because you're not surprised or blindsided by anything that might be coming down the road. But whereas Gail has gone through this, she's had a beginning, a middle, and an end. I'm very much at the beginning and finding my way and trusting other people to help me. I do not know what I have to offer anyone else. After finding out that, after getting the diagnosis for my brother-in-law and being very concerned about my husband, I immediately read everything I could get my hands on. A very good friend who had been through this with her husband recommended several books to me. I got them immediately. One is The 36-Hour Day. I find that a bit hard to get through, but that's a very good resource. Gail Matthews' book is excellent. I've just read that. And what I love about Gail's book is that it's extremely upbeat. The Mayo Clinic has a wonderful online resource, and you can either do it online totally, or you can subscribe and have things sent to you. I have found that to be marvelous. I've been reading it now for almost a year. I intend to continue. They do give you updates. It's excellent. I can't say enough about it. That has been a huge source of information. And the other thing that I would say is treasure every beautiful day that you have with the person you love. Appreciate everything. And you can do that. You can be grateful for every day. My mantra is one day at a time, so far, so good. And find the little things in every day that really make you smile, add sunshine, that remind you that this person who is struggling with this is still there, still the same wonderful human being. And those moments are there, especially in the beginning. And that's why I feel that you need to treasure every single day. I think given where I am, it's like, I want to say, call me 6 months from now. I know every day I learn something else. But everybody's road is totally different. You can know through your reading, you can know in a general way what may or may not come, because for every individual it's different. So I every day is a learning process. So I think I'm just in the beginning of learning now.